All right, we're gonna start the exploration series, and the first thing we need to talk about is scanning. So let's do it. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show you what you're gonna need. All right. So we go here. We go to show info. You don't have to have a sisters. You just need a core probe launcher. The reason I use a sisters is because I get a 10% bonus to the strength of scan probes. All right. Also, you don't have to have the sisters core probes. You can just get regular T1 core scanner probes. That's all you need. All right. You don't need nothing crazy to go out and do this. That's why I like doing it. Early on, you can make some good is. So let's undock. Sadly, I have already scanned all of these. So let's jump to another system real quick.
Warp drive active.
And again, you need to have this on your ship. If you're going to be an explorer, you need to have certain things. So one of the things you need to have are filaments, okay? So over here are your typical filaments. You need a needle jack. All right, if we look at the needle jack, when you use it, it's going to just send you deep space, okay? You're not going to have to jump through a wormhole. You're not going to know where you're going. You're going to use it, and it's just going to put you out in like J space or null or somewhere like that, okay? I try to avoid using wormholes when I'm going out exploring, especially that first time. What I typically do is I run the needle jack and I just bypass the wormhole and I'm out in space, kind of safe right off the beginning. So let's warp over here to 100. While I do that, we'll look at this. This is called a Pochfin filament, okay? Pochfin is a dangerous place for new pilots, but if you use the noise needle jack, you're gonna have to get home, okay? So you're gonna use this. This is a Pochfin home filament. All right. When you use this, it's gonna put you into what's called Pochfin space, and Pochfin space is super deadly, especially if you're a new pilot. So if you can get in there and you get into Pochfin, you're gonna run to a station, wait the timer out, and then you're gonna pop the glorification. All right. Glorification is gonna put you back into high sec at a random location. It's never going to be the same, but if you manage to do all three, you will be successful and you'll end up in high sec. Everything will be good. You can fly to Jita or whatever and sell your loot. Okay, so that's the basic stuff you need. All right, you need a probe scanner, you need core probes, you need at least one needle jack, you're going to need a Pochfin filament home, and you're going to need a glorification. Okay, that's all the details I'm going to give you on doing filaments. We'll do that in another video. So for scanning, over here on my probe scanner, you can see that there's 3 red signatures and there's also 4 green signatures. The green ones we can warp to right now, no problem, and run the combat sites. That's not what we're interested in exploration. We're looking for data sites and relic sites. But in HiSec, you're not really going to want to waste your time doing data and relic sites in HiSec. So for the purpose of this video, we're just going to scan. So what you do is you go down here, you launch your probes, okay? And if you use tactical overlay, you can see your probes are launched. And then I'm just going to cloak up, all right? So your screen, when you come down here to your scanners button, this right here, and you click it, you're going to go to probe scanner. If I click it right now, my probe scanner will go away. All right. So probe scanner will pop up, and typically you'll have this up as well. This is your solar system map. This is where all the action happens. Okay. So first thing you want to do is set your probe size to 8 astronomical units or 8 AU. And then just start at the top. Just click the first one. This is going to be your first one. Okay, now if I put this down to 4, you see how the red is more dominant than my blue circles. You don't want that. When you're first scanning your signatures, you want to be broader than your red. So People will tell you to go to 16. 16's crazy because you're scanning literally like the whole system, and other people will tell you to go, you know, scan the universe at 32. I think that's stupid. Do what you want. I'm gonna show you how I do it. I go to 8AU, which puts my blue probes bigger than what I'm searching for, and I scroll down, put my circle in the middle. I'll move this up, and then I'll analyze. All right, keeping it in the middle of that marker is super important. That's how you're gonna dial in, you know, what you're looking for. Okay. All right, so right off the bat we have a combat site, and you notice it was here and it moved a little bit, so now we have to adjust, and then we'll dial this over, and then we'll bring this down. You can zoom in a little bit. I don't think it's gonna move again, so I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna go to 4, scan it again. Super easy, right? The signature strength over here is probably going to jump to 50 or above. All right, we're at 60. Now, if you look at it, it didn't move that much. All right. I'm tapped out on my scanning stuff, like as far as skills go, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to move again. So if I was you, just to get in the habit, I would go to 2 and scan. Go to 1 and scan, go to half and scan. I'm just going to go ahead and jump straight to 1 because I'm pretty sure this isn't going to move again. And I'll hit 100% in like 3 scans. The goal of scanning is to scan as fast as possible. Yep. See, I just hit 100. Scan as fast as possible because you're going to want to run sites. All right, let's do it one more time. So I'm going to go to 8AU. All right. I'm going to roll this all the way to bird's eye view. I'm going to put this here in the center. Also, keep your circle center of your window, because when I move it, right, if I move this, see, if I'm down here it looks kind of off. You want to keep it kind of in the middle of your window. And then I'm going to roll this over. I'm going to bring this up like this. I'm going to analyze. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go 8AU, I'm going to go to 4, and then I'll probably go just straight to 1. All right, see how that jumps significantly? We've only got a 10% scan. Move this over here, get my red circle in the middle, move it over. I'm gonna drop to 4. I'm gonna roll it up because we're way below it, and I want to be up. Bring it back to the middle. I'm gonna analyze. This should put us at around 50 or 60. All right, and if it is and the circle doesn't move that much, I'm going straight to 1. See, didn't move that much. So what I do now is I center up a little bit. That's good. I'm going to skip 2. I'm going to go straight to 1 and analyze. This should be 100% on this wormhole. Super easy, bro. Boom, 100%. And I completed a goal for the day. Now, typically, I would scan all of my reds first before I went to any site. I scan all of the signatures because that's 80% of the work is scanning and bookmarks. 20% of the work is looting and hacking. All right. So if you scan everything first and don't get impatient, then you can go from one site to the next and just start looting cans. All right. The last thing you need to remember is to bring your probes in. So if you go over here above analyze, you can hit recover active probes. Your probes are good. Then you can zoom out. Now we've scanned down 2 of these. You can just right click, warp to 0, or just do whatever you want to do. So that's pretty much scanning in a nutshell, man. I try to make it easy for you guys. You can do an Eve video and fill it with all of the vernacular and garbage that you want to as far as words go. I'd rather just show you how to do it, show you how I do it, make it quick, because I'm sure you want to make some loot. That's what we're all after, right? So anyways, appreciate you watching. Hope this helps. We'll do an exploration video next. We'll probably do some filaments, and then we'll do some wormholes, and we'll loot some cans, right?